Would you look at that? It looks as though it might be working. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe, it might be working. If you're out there and you can hear me, say something in the chat so I can see that you're there. Would be brilliant. I'll test the chat from my end as well, shall I? This has been a mission to get this up and running, so God knows if it's going to work. Maybe the chat might actually work, who knows. I hope you're doing phenomenally today. It is working, thank you Brian Riley. And Joshua McRae. Fantabulous. Got us a box of Double Feature. Releases on the 28th of January, of course. So I look forward to being able to open this with you guys. Let's straighten that up a tiny bit. I didn't actually bring a box cutter with me, so I'm wondering if it's got the little teared bits on it. Of course it doesn't. It's alright, we can make it work. Very smart. I just tore it open with some random comments. Rah! Double Feature. I'm not seeing actually too much about Double Feature. I've seen some, a guy opened half a dozen packs or so yesterday on YouTube. That's about it. How's the sound? Can you hear me? / can you hear the music? / should I turn the music down? Just let me know what it is that you would prefer. Cool, that seems to be good. Alright, so now I can bring that down, make it a bit bigger. If you ever want to ask me anything, feel free. Otherwise, we're just going to start cracking open some packs and see how we go. They're quite nice and shiny. I mean, that's the whole point, is the silver screen, right? So, silver screen monochrome. I know the borders of the cards are quite nice. Oh, I've opened it backwards and now I can see the foil. Oh, let's get there first. With a Revenge of the Damned. We'll skip through the commons once we're used to them. What I really like about these is the border, the gradient of the border. I'll bring it up a little bit closer. No, why did I bring a playmat that has words? Anyway, you can see that it goes from a dark blue at the top down to light blue. And it actually goes kind of a bit green down here on the blues anyway. And it's, yeah, it's that kind of like waxy gloss finish from the like the Zendikar Rising expeditions, that kind of stuff. An Electric Revelation, same story, goes red to red though. Olivia's Midnight Ambush, because of course the real black magic cards are purple. A Tireless Hauler, our first werewolf. Let's see what the other side's like. You know, funnily enough, looks much the same as the first side, but without a mana cost. Isn't that funny? Who'd have thunk? Go to the other screen. Blood Petal Celebrant. It's like glossy on all of the details. It's not just the thing around the edge, but like the box around the creature type bar and the power and toughness and stuff as well. It's very cool. Dawnheart Disciple. Vampire's Kiss. And a Repository Scarb. They do seriously look like screenshots from old black and white movies. Our first multicolored card, Diagraph Rebirth. I like that gold. That gold's quite nice. Seize the Storm, our second uncommon. Some of these are going to be quite nice. A Runebound Wolf, another one. And then we get 2 rares and 1 foil, guaranteed in each pack. Oh, no, there's another uncommon. I guess there's 2 uncommons from each set, maybe? Wolfkin Outcast, I'm not sure how that works. Here we go, rare number 1. Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. Pretty nice. A bit too far forward. A Creepy Puppeteer. I might keep the rares in a separate pile. Creepy Puppeteer. And our first silver screen foil. I'm going to try to show this off, but don't have the world's best camera set up here at the shop. It's very... So the edges are the nicest bit, but this is like a white card, so I'll be curious to see what they're like in the other ones in person. The silver's like very kind of monochrome over the surface. I mean, it's kind of a monochrome set, but like there's not a lot of depth to the foil. It is definitely selectively foiled, like the background is a lot more foily than the foreground, so they've done a good job of that. And then the other side here, the Dauntless Avenger, much the same. The edges really pop, like you gotta see those edges in person to really get that, I feel. Very cool. I'm sorry, I wish my camera did this better justice. Alright, 2 rares and a foil uncommon for pack number 1. We won't spend as much time on the commons now that we know what they look like, but we haven't seen an artifact yet, so I want to see what an artifact looks like. Harvesttide Sentry, a component collector. I love a good old homunculus. Pax Betrayal. Harvesttide Infiltrator with the rear side as well. Vampire Slayer. Yeah, the white cards look the worst so far. I like that foil, but the white cards look the worst so far. Pious Spawn, Wolf Strike. Here's an artifact. Let's bring that up nice and close. A Ceremonial Knife. Eli, hello. How are you, sir? Ceremonial Knife. So it's kind of like a bluish grey on the edges. I'm not unhappy with that. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's go to the rest of the cards. Firmament Sage, first uncommon. Join the Dance, second uncommon. That gold border looks really nice. I want to see a good commander in that gold border. Edgar's Awakening. Alluring Suitor. And rare number 1, Curse of Surveillance. Very nice. And one of the lands. Oh, that looks cool. So it goes from white to, you know, purple, because purple and black mean the same thing in Magic. White to purple across the border, just like the Zendikar Expeditions. I get the feeling we use the TCG Player app to scan our cards into stock, and I get the feeling they're going to have a really hard time picking up on this art. And we've got our first foil rare. Oh, that looks cool. Halana and Alina partners. I want to try to show off a bit of that foil. This silver screen foil is like supposed to be a different kind of foiling. To me, it doesn't really look that different other than it's black and white. But I really love the selective foiling on it. Like the background is completely matte. It's just them and their weapons and a few little details, which is really cool. But have a look. And the edge is kind of metallic too, which is nice. So I think they look cool. I think that if you can get yourself a good silver screen foil, that would be a very cool looking thing. In typical Magic fashion, you'd probably want a few of them in your deck, otherwise it's going to look really out of place. But I guess as your commander, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, let's skip through the commons here. A little bit quicker, we're not going to talk about them. If I talk about an entire booster box, I'm going to lose my damn voice. Flesh Taker, uncommon number 1. Imagine having that just staring at you from inside the cornfield. Or Pigman. Clear Shot. Retrieve. And an Oakshade Stalker, and we've got Rare number 1, Mask of Grizzlebrand. Very cool. I like that artifact frame. It's very black and white, but that's kind of the point. Aerith, Tormented Prophet for the Crimson Vow rare. And our foil, our common foil Gavany Silversmith. These, I think, would look a lot better. Sorry, I left my rares in there and for the last pack too. I think that those silver screen foils would look a lot better in natural light. Obviously down here at the butt end of the shop, not as much light. We're away from the windows. I'd be curious to see how these go being drafted, because obviously that's the whole point of it, is to draft them. So you get 8 commons, it's 4 from each set. Then it goes Midnight Hunt, then Crimson Vow in every slot. So you get 2 Midnight Hunt uncommons, Rite of Oblivion here, and Phantom Carriage. Oh, that's pretty cool artwork. I feel like that would be a really good foil. Lunar Rejection, and Lantern of the Lost. Yeah, look, I'm getting that feeling. Some of it looks really cool. Like, some of it looks like it's out of, like, a still out of a movie. This Lantern of the Lost is a really good version of that, where, like, this could easily just be in some, like, old school shipwreck movie. Looks really cool. But then you got stuff like this, which, like, I don't know, the art's great. Donato Giancola did a great job on the artwork, but I feel like this needs color. It doesn't really, like, I can't really tell where, I guess they're wolves. They look kind of like rats. I think there's a person in there, and I can't really tell where they begin and end, because there's no color, so there's no way to really tell. Land of the Lost. Let's go rare number 1, Slogurk. Slogurk. Fantabulous. And another Alana and Alina. I feel like 4 packs in is a bit early to be getting double ups. And Scattered Thoughts, a common foil. I really do wish I had a better webcam here at the shop. I was going to bring mine from home, because, like, you can see kind of there how nice the foil looks and how selectively it is. Like, the spots in between the jars on the shelf are not foil at all, and I think that's really cool. This is the closest thing to Flesh and Blood cold foiling that Magic has done so far. But no mythics out of 4 packs, so let's keep going. What are the hits that we want? Probably a Sorin the Mirthless, but what else? What's that big one from Blood Sky Massacre or something like that? Let's get through the commons. Now, we don't have too many booster boxes left, by the way. If anyone does decide to get them on the website, now would be the time to do that. See, this Necrosynthesis looks like it'd be really good on, like, a D&D monster manual from the 70s, before they were, like, printing everything in colour. It looks like just a massive fuck-off angry tree. Outland Liberator, uncommon number 2. Reclusive Taxidermist. Nope, Chuck Tester. Screaming Swarm. Oh, that's pretty cool. The Bird Horror. Rare number 1, Serith, the Viper's Fang. I really like this legendary border in this style. It looks kind of like a cross between natural and, like, ancient. Yep, exactly right. I think that's my biggest problem with it so far. Some of them really do just look like the printer's just run out of ink. If it wasn't for this border around the outside, then you wouldn't be able to tell. And that's, I think, my biggest gripe with white cards so far, is that it just does look like the printer kind of ran out of ink. Consuming Tide, rare number 2, and a Massive Might. This looks like just a pencil sketch, you know? The type of thing you could crank out with a pencil and a piece of paper in a couple hours. But yeah, like the Meat Hook Massacre, that sounds right. So, like, here's a white card, and it seriously just looks like, to me at least, maybe the printer ran out of ink. I can't emphasize enough how nice these borders look. Like, my camera's not really doing it justice how much they pop in contrast to the black and white. So I cannot shit on anything except for the white border, and I guess it's going to be really hard to make a white border look really good in a black and white world. So I cannot fault them for that. They're very nice. Flip the switch. Abandon the post. Arrogant outlaw. Oh, that looks sick. Oh, that's my new favourite artwork from this set so far. I want that in foil. Sorry to get my big fat head in the way, I'm just getting very excited about some of these. And the festivities, oh that's pretty cute. Rural recruit, blood fountain, and a weary prisoner. Hungry for more. See, this border I quite like too. Like, we haven't seen too much of it, but just the kind of gold border, it goes from like a brown orange up here to like a yellow down here. And that gradient is just like leads your eyes down the artwork to the text box. Flame channeler. Groom's finery. And a Sigardian Paladin. Rare number 1, Angel Fire Ignition. That might be a good card for my Aurelia deck. Yeah, that pumpkin was great. And an Alchemist's Gambit. See, that is like a movie promo poster. It's like Ghostbusters 0.5. And another Groom's Finery, 2 in the 1 pack, but this one in silver screen foil. Understanding as time goes on and I learn more about how foils are printed, like, kudos to the graphics team for being able to make something like that, because these foils would not be a quick process to make. Having to key out every little individual element that you want to foil on a card. I mean, I guess maybe technically they save time by not colouring the set, I guess. I don't really know how that works. Sorry, I'm not in the frame. An Infernal Grasp. Defend the Celestis. That's another movie poster. A foreboding statue. No way, man. Statue? Nah, statue. Denick. Oh, we got a mythic. Just wanted to see the other side of Denick. Kaya Geist Hunter. That's pretty cool. I don't really have much to say about that. I have no problem with the way her art looks. I love the typical Planeswalker details of having a few things appear outside the frame. And Blood Servitor. Yeah, so like it's a very monochrome foil. So it's like, picture a cold foil in Flesh and Blood. Just that like kind of metallic silver is the way that these go, but they're selective. So like his chest is not foiled. And to me it looks like, and I might be imagining things, but like some bits are more foiled than others, which would make this even more of a process. So they do look really cool. Again, my camera doesn't do a very good job of doing it justice, so more than welcome when all this is over to come in and look through what we've got and maybe chase some singles online as well. But that's Mythic number 1. So let's go for some more, hopefully. Get the commons out of the way. Turn the Earth uncommon number 1. And Dawnhard Wardens number 2. Markov Purifier. And Griffwing Cavalry. Oh, that's cool. Some of these are really cool. The Celestis. cool. Olivia's attendance. Shivant, blood, flare of faith. Yeah, this is closer to cold foil than those edged foils have been, by far. And that's why I think, like, if you can get a commander in this, that'd look really cool. Obviously, I don't even know if it's obviously, but like me, as a person who's played a fair bit of Flesh and Blood, I look forward to them being able to combine this kind of foiling with coloured Magic cards. Because this art is spectacular, mostly. Like, 99% of these have been really great. But, like, imagine, like, your favourite Magic cards with that cold foil and, like, that detail like that. Like, a cold foil Aurelia, I'd pay money for. Blood Tithe Collector, Death Bonnet Sprout, Cobbled Lancer, Brian Comer. Okay, Comer. Hello, Jake from Bankstown. I hope you're excited for tomorrow. I look forward to hearing how you're going. Sigarda's Splendor, rare number 1 for that pack, and a Dread Feast Demon for number 2. We've got a foil rare, a Creepy Puppeteer. I wish I had like a lamp instead of this big. You can kind of see it there. Maybe that's the angle I gotta go for. Instead of this big fluoro. Not the world's most impressive box so far, but the day is still young. Commons, a Root Coil Creeper. I'm sure there'll be 30 people there, man. I'm sure you'll be fine. Fangblade Brigand, Arch Ghoul of Thraben, and a Resistance Squad. Another land. I think these lands look sick. Eli, you take that back. Haunted Ridge, that kind of black/purple to red gradient. And like darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, in the same way that the other ones are, like leading your eyes down. Done such a good job. I want one of them in foil too. Sorry, phone. Path of Peril. That looks cool too. And a Persistent Specimen. Cold foil Skelly Boy. Yeah, these look sick. The more I see these foils, the more I like them. We have a double-faced card on the back of this. Hi. What's up? I am streaming a box opening.
Sorry.
That's alright. Yep. Tell me how you're going when you get close to me knocking off, and we'll work out if we got the square or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I love you.
Bye.
Thank you for your insightful comment, Wapixnasov. Appreciate that. Are these... I'm not familiar enough with the art from these sets. These are the same art, correct? Ambitious Farmhand. Markov Retribution and a Gutter Skulker. Got a rare Light Up the Night. Chandra Getting Angry, and another rare Bloodfail Purveyor. And then our foil Desperate Farmer. Oh, they didn't make the horsey foil enough. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Another double-sided card. I hate that these are in the packs backwards. Spoil what's at the back if it's a double-sided card. A Thermo Alchemist. That's another good, like, poster from an old movie. I don't know where the sweet spot is. Vampire Socialite, Magma Pummeler. Oh, that's cool. That's straight out of a D&D book. Cloaked Cadet. Rare number 1, Malevolent Hermit. That's me. And rare number 2, Voldaran Bloodcaster. And foil uncommon, Hound Tamer. Yeah, that's a good angle for it. You can see how. Yeah. I don't know if there's been any subtle changes to some of the like bigger artworks, rares and mythics, that type of stuff. Foil Thermo would be sick. I'll see if I can get you one. Well, we don't have a double-sided card on the back of this. I like the feeling of these cards. The fact that they knew what they were going for. They knew this black and white theme, and they really I feel like they did the art for the set with this in mind. Like, that'd be a sick foil. Thirst for Discovery, I would take that. Rare number 1, Burn Down the House. Thank you, Tom Jones. And rare number 2, oh, we've only had one mythic so far. Edgar. Black and white Edgar. Caleb probably wants that. And we've got a foil uncommon, Blood Hypnotist. Yeah, her details aren't as exciting as the other ones, in my humble opinion. What are we, like halfway through the box, something like that? I stopped counting. I want to see some good mythics. That's a double-sided card. Ugh. Wizards, put your cards in the right way, please. I would love that. Grizzly Ghoul. Now that is cool artwork too. Ritual of Hope. The Cathars. And a Sanguine Statuette as your uncommons. Mythic. Puppet Stitcher. Very nice. Flip him over. Oh, there's another mythic behind that, if you saw that. Into the Puppet Factory. A double mythic pack. Can we go triple? We've got a mythic Olivia. Very nice. And a foil common Gale Drifter. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like I've got to like open the pack face down now and like pull the cards out, so I don't spoil if it's a double-sided card or not. Stupid werewolves. Commons. Commons. Dualcraft Trainer. Faithful Mending. Hero's Downfall. That'd be a nice card to have in a foil of. Dawnheart Geist. Rare number 1, another land. Deserted Beach. Deserted Biatch. I just find it really funny that the blue kind of goes to green about halfway down. Rare number 2, Howling Moon. Another thing that would make a really good cover of a album or an old movie poster or something like that. And a Siphon Essence. Pretty cool. 9 to go. 15 down. 3 mythics, no foils. I'm glad that's not a double-sided card, because I did that the wrong way. There's Jack-o'-lantern again. Oh, Beached is Sunrise Cavalier and a Kessick Naturalist. Blood Hypnotist and an Infestation Expert. And a mythic. Is it a Tarmogoyf? Consuming Blob. I love Consuming Bob. He's my favourite guy. Thanks, Bob. And a rare. A storm carved coast. Yeah, they're cool. I like them. And a foil rare. Dig up, stupid. Ah, Simpsons quotes. That's cool foiling. I really like that. Oh, I feel so uncoordinated opening the pack like that. Alright. I definitely read that as Wretched Thong. Ghoulish Procession. Bereaved Survivor. Vile Spawn Spider. Laid to Rest. A Croaking Caterpillar. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. That is my favorite art at the moment. Look at his stupid eyes. That's so dumb. Frog is the sincerest form of flattery. Oh, I love that. That's going in its own little pile up here. That's fantastic. Dig up, second rare. Wonderlight Spirit. Oh, that is too funny. Thank you, Wizards. I gotta say, overall, I'm really enjoying opening these packs. I think that they're really cool. If you're into Gothic horror, then this is like the perfect set for you because it's got little bits of every type of horror and it's black and white, and like what isn't to love about that? This is really fun to open. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Evolving Wilds. Wouldn't be a bad foil to get. Foul Play. Overwhelmed Archivist. What do you turn into? Archive Haunt. Undead Butler. Brambleworm. Rare number 1. Lisa. Forgotten Archangel. Nice. And number 2, Hellpack Piper. And a foil uncommon, Witness the Future. Like, I remember when they made the foil Alara block booster packs. And I think they were, from memory, like $15 a booster, and it had foils from all over the Alara block. These are cooler. This is a much cooler product. It's something that's a little bit different for the people that really like Innistrad. That's creepy. It's something a little bit different. I think he can just stare at us from down here. Something a little bit different for the people who like Innistrad, and there are a lot of people that like Innistrad. I think that if you polled a selection of Magic players, some people would say Innistrad's their favourite plane. So the fact that it's a different product for them is really great. I think this is maybe the definition of a product that might not be for everyone, and I think that it's okay that such a thing exists. Reckless Storm Seeker, rare number 1. The Right Brother, and a Dollhouse of Horrors. Love a foil mythic right about now, but I'll have an uncommon instead, an Odric's Outrider. I will be disappointed if I don't get a single foil mythic from this box. It might mean that they're really rare, which might be good for their value, but I want one. Oh, this one's hard to open, so this has got to be good. Let's get some commons out of the way. Bird Admirer. That is exactly what I thought it read. Alright. Valdaran Ambush, a Moonsilver Key, Wandering Mind, and a Twin Blade Geist. Rare number 1, Curse of Silence. And rare number 2, Sigarda's Summons. And a foil common, Flourishing Hunter. 4 packs to go. I will be working on putting these on our website over the next week. Obviously we can't sell them until the release date on the 28th, just like with the boxes. But if there is any cards in here that anyone's after, they'll be on the tcgsingles.com.au website next week. Unnatural Moonrise, Heirloom Mirror, Markov Waltzer, my favourite kind of waltzer, Storm Chaser Drake. You got a Mythic. There you go. Got a Meat Hook Massacre. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Rare behind you, Hopeful Initiate, and a foil common Sporeback Wolf. I'm bringing Spore back. Where we're gonna hide to protect from attack. Take it to the fridge. Did some commons. Winterthorn Blessing. Purifying Dragon. That might look sick as a foil. I really like the red flame. I think the red frame, I think is my favorite of these frames. Bordered window. We got a rare Memory Deluge and a rare Thalia. Nice. Another foil uncommon. Hungry for Mo. Hungry for Mofo show, bro. It'd have to, right? Especially if they're this rare. Like, I think that's 4 mythics for me and no foils out of a box. Like, well, I think 4 mythics is pretty much spot on for a 24-pack box, but I don't know, no foil mythic kind of disappoints me so far. 2 packs to go, could happen. But it'd have to be over $100 considering the box price is higher than normal. Contortionist Troop, Gavany Dawnguard, Fell Stinger, Whispering Wizard, another mythic, Sigardian Savior, it's pretty cool, and a rare pitchfork, Patchwork Crawler, Brain is Fried, and a foil rare Old Stick Fingers. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Alright, yep, fingers crossed. Thank you for your hopes and dreams and memes. It is not a double-sided card. And it doesn't want to be opened. Alright, this is the one, saving the best for last. Get the commons out of the way. We've got Rise of the Ants. That is a movie poster right there. Where were you when the ants attacked? Cathartic Pyre, Bride's Gown, Honeymoon Hearse. Vehicle frame looks really cool. Got a rare Hallowed Respite. Our last rare / mythic spot, Dorothea Vengeful Victim. It does look like it's fading into the background. It's like, yeah, one of those like foil cards where if you turn it, it just disappears. Kinda. Alright, last card of the pack. It is a foil uncommon. You. Rite of Oblivion. Oh, it's even got a dinged corner. It's not ideal. Okay, so let's go over some of the cards that we got. I believe we got 2 foil rares, if I remember rightly. Could be 3. I think it's 4. 4 foil rares from the box. We got Helena and Alina. Creepy Puppeteer, Dig Up, and Old Stick Fingers. And then our pile of rares, assuming I didn't mix any into the thing. I think we got like 3 or 4 lands. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I should do this on camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Majestics, including the Meathook Massacre, and of course, Consuming Bob. And of course, the 2 best things in the set, Creepy Man and Croaking Counterpart, the frog caught in headlights. That's fantastic. I love that artwork. So, Verdict, really fun to open. If you're into horror, this is the thing for you, man. Like, the foils look really nice. I cannot fault the foils. The black and white art obviously really suits this type of style. It's very reminiscent of like the old movies, and I think that that's really cool. So if you're a gothic horror kind of guy, double features for you. If you like Innistrad, double features for you. If you don't like gothic horror and you don't like Innistrad in general, then probably not. But you probably knew that already and you didn't need me to tell you. So thank you for hanging out today. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks Eli and Jake and the other guys from earlier for chatting. I hope that you saw some cards that look pretty cool. And like I said, we do have a little bit left on our website if anyone does want to pick up a box. And we'll have loose packs in the shop as well. And singles on the website. And it's all available on the 28th. Alright everybody.